welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. Chaos Adelaide for incredible lap qualified takes pole position. Max Adelaide alongside from Victor Levi and Spiker CB. Your boy gets a very good 5th position from Dorian Dwedo and Vice Rouse. Daniel Boxarov lines up in 8th from Hooks Future Championship leader in 9th and Halamido, Eduardo and UKB in P12 from Lam Fong and Sebastian Ocampo. Dusa Kira disappointing qualifying with P15 from Vestio in 16th and Chris Colwell in 17th. Then we have the Ferrari Vulturo, Niles Crumpley and Matthew Hart. Front 4 we have Ravo Livery, Ahmed Silla and Raka Crumpley. Well, we have the closest qualifying we've ever seen. All drivers separated by around 2.5 tenths of a second. Who's going to win? The Monaco. The Favourite lights go on the screens and we're underway already. Chaos Adelaide expected to get a good start and it looks like he has got one. Victor Levi looking for a move on Max Adelaide the first corner, which he has got. And Adelaide managing to start perfectly. This is exactly what he needed to do at the start of this race. Adelaide in 3rd, Spiker in 4th. He'll be hoping to make up some more places. He needs to try and get ahead of his teammate. He's on the soft tyres, his teammate's on the mediums. The two Williams side by side here at the hairpin. And Adelaide has managed to stay ahead of Spiker and delay. It's currently in the race. And out of the race there goes versus Theo. The Red Bull into the wall at the hairpin. He's out of this race. And spinning round there. Raka Crumpley. Oh, it's a disaster for Red Bull. Like, Raka Crumpley's only finished one race and he finished P16 in that one race. And looking at this, it looks like he could be out if this sort of stuff continues. Yeah, disaster for Red Bull. One driver out and the other one spinning round on the first lap here of 19 in Monaco. And it's Chaos Adelaide who's going to lead the way. And yeah, let's see how this race goes. As we are back underway, the Monaco Grand Prix has been resumed. It's been a perfect start for the German driver in the Audi, who leads and has just not even lost the lead once. He's not faced any pressure, I guess. He's just dealt with it anyways, if there was any. 2 penalties currently on the grid at the moment. Fanucci and UKB both have 5-second time penalties. They're going to go on to their name. Now, Victor Levi does seem pretty quick, but Chaos Adelaide is the fastest driver in the first sector at the moment on this track. Spiker still stuck behind Adelaide, not making any progress on trying to get past him. The two Mercs are also pretty close to each other, so expect them to possibly get into a battle soon. Of course, managing your battery is going to be important, especially on a track like this. If you're able to manage your battery well, you can gain a lot of volt. What was that? Was that someone in the wall there? Yellow flag's further back here, it's towards the ovals. I think something's happened to Livery because he's got damage. He's now suddenly got Raka Crumpley right behind. So yeah, something must have happened to him. Unsure on what specifically has happened. But yeah, what a lead from Chaos Adelaide though. Over 3 seconds in the lead the race right now. This is crazy. And for Hooks Fanucci, the championship leader, he's in P10, he's got a 5-second penalty. That's not good for him. His teammate David Sakira has made up 0 places so far. He's not had a good race at the moment, and that's just very unfortunate. He's not had a good season, and I don't know how. He's just really been struggling. Yeah, Levi pulling away from Adelaide. Adelaide pulling away from Spiker as his tyres will soon be falling off, I think. We'll start to see some visible wear come into them, and there we go. There it is. That is that visible wear I was literally just talking about, as Matthew Hart here at P21 is just ahead of Livery, who's getting close. Nowhere near close enough for move as Ravo and Ahmed Silla fighting, but out of the race, Ultravo goes. He's hit the wall there, and the Ferrari is out, as his teammate is going to just pass by and have to avoid him actually. That's 2 more times to stay. Ultravo and Versio both out of this race. Ravo on these medium tyres has got to try and make his strategy work. But Williams, though, in a really good position right now to take back the lead, the constructors, off of Hyperdrive, the Ford. Was it? I think it was Ford who were in the lead. Yeah, they're currently in good position right now to take that lead back. In the fence comes Cornwell and Silla under VSC. Now, okay. Almost a whole free stop for Cornwell. Silla, the car ended mid pit stop. So Not ideal, but it's still better than nothing. Yeah, I don't know about me, but I think Chaos Andale is actually starting to struggle on these soft tires. He doesn't see himself. Victor Levi, even he's suffering with quite a bit of wear on his tires right now. Andale does stay out. However, the guys behind are starting to come into him. Levi only 1.1 seconds off. He is closing in that gap. In the pits comes Benedetto for his first stop today. This is going to have to be a one that really matters here. Changing the tyres off the softs, moving on to another set of soft tyres. An interesting strategy call as Nicholas Palomino held up there as he had to slam onto the brakes there. And it is hard tyres on for Nico. Levi obviously is not gaining anything on Andale. Andale's starting to get back into the rhythm of things, and he is now actually starting to pull away from Levi once more. Actually, it depends. Levi's getting in the corners, Andale's pulling away in the straights. It does make sense though, because Andale's worn tyres are impacting his cornering ability a lot. However, however in the straights, Andale has a lot more car power than Levi, so... Okay, there we go, the German driver moving into the pit lane. He's going to come in for his first stop today. Now, we all know Audi have made some bad strategy calls when they are the ones to make the first one. So, let's see, will it be a good strategy call or a bad one? As they put him on to a first set of hard tyres, they've actually thought well. But he's been held up there by Spiker, who's coming into his box. That little hold up could be costly for him, as Mark Adelaide, right on the back of Victor Levi, to lead this race. He'll be trying to chase after him. Daniel Bogsarov just trying to get through this lap because his tyres are dead. Because your boys made a pit stop on the hard tyres, it's now Bogsarov's turn to pit. Both of the Mercedes drivers started on the soft tyres as well, so as you can very clearly see here, Bogsarov needs to come into pits now, or else he's probably going to get a puncture of some sort. The tyres blinking there, like about 22% or something like that. As we go on board with Toro Rosso of Victor Levi, he's staying out. Marcus Adelaide also stays out. Bogdassar should come into the pits. His tyres are extremely graded, so he's in. Vitarals stays out, so a lot of the medium runners are staying out. Finucci, though, on the other hand, is coming in. He's going to get that penalty served, I think, and now, I'm saying I think, I know he will. He will get his penalty served, which is going to be really good for him. As there we go, he moves on to another set of hard tyres, a new set of hard tyres. Ocampo copying, however, he has been held up by Finucci. Lap 7 out of 9 here. Chaos Handley 9 seconds off lead. It's hard to tell what the actual gap is, because it's constantly fluctuating because of the corners. But he's trying to catch, but there is yellow flags out somewhere on this track. I just can't find it. Where is this incident? Oh, wait. There we go. There's a car around. There's a car around here at the hairpin. And is that David Saikiera? It is. Oh. The 2017 and 2022 world champion is out of this race, and into the pits comes Levi and Adelaide. Perfectly timed stops for them. Al's coming in, as Eduardo and Adelaide are side by side. Eduardo comes into the pits. Adelaide has obviously stayed out. He's got fresh tyres. But Victor Levi and Marcus Adelaide benefiting massively off this. Both of these two have massively jumped Chaos Adelaide, who's on 2 laps older tyres. The advantage has completely shifted sides. Adelaide getting a poorly timed stop, but Levi and Adelaide coming in at the perfect times. And this is huge in the race. And Audi, I'm assuming, will be fuming. Chris Cornwell in for the second time already. Livery fastest in the 3rd sector. So, he's clearly got some pace about him. Now, his race, though, it's alright, I guess. No, I'm joking. It's not even good at all. He's down in P18. However, he is on fresh soft tyres, and that is going to come to his advantage, as he's now closing in on this little bottom hack here, fighting with a train starting from Armin Seller going down. You came over on board with as he'll be trying to get past Ahmed Silla. However, he needs to find the room to do it first. He's not going to find the room there. As Ocampo is going to... Oh! He's into the wall! Okay, that was a very questionable move there for a UK ball. To just go across into Ocampo like that. And De Benedetto's going to benefit off this, actually. One McLaren is out, but the other one's going to benefit. De Benedetto gets to change his tyres, and he gets a service penalty, so... There's 2 birds killed with 1 stone there. So there we go. He's going to leave his hitbox fresh soft tyres. Myers currently should be ahead of him. He is going to lose a few places here. As we can see, many drivers here coming out ahead of him. However, it is P14. It would have been a lot worse, though, if it was just a pit stop under regular circumstances. So he can be thankful that he's in P14 and not anywhere lower. So Armstrong still remaining in P12. Canucci, you can see up ahead. Now, Sills has are a lot more worn. And that's probably why Cable is very desperate to get past, because he knows his tyres are better, but he's struggled there. De Benedetto is trying to look for some room to get ahead of the Briton, but he's unable to find that room. As the McLaren just sweeping across the run there, Spiker comes into the pits for the second time in this race. But you can just see the desperation here on De Benedetto, as he's just looking at so many different lines, and it's just costing him time. That's very valuable time he's actually losing out on there. And Spiker is leaving the pit lane right now. And Ahmed Silla is behind Spiker, crucially. So yeah, Spiker will be good. He'll be happy with that. That's very good for him. He managed to stay ahead of Silla, who's on 6 lap roll tyres. And yeah, being on the fresh 0 lap roll tyres, Spiker, this is perfect for him. As we're now on lap 11, Victor Levi is your race leader right now. Leading by 1.3 seconds to Max Adelaide. Levi's still yet to win a race this season. He could have won in Baku if it wasn't for that penalty. But he has consistently shown this season that he is a great driver. He's shown it. Arguably this season, possibly the best in the Red Bull family at the moment. As there we go, Matthew Hart allows Levi and Adelaide by, as he's required to let them pass. He is a slower car, he's been lapped. Oh, that's our first car lapped in this race. However, Adelaide is getting pretty close to Levi. So, possible fight on the cards here? I'm not quite sure about that, but it can happen. You can get fights around Monaco. It is doable, especially with like these smaller cars, because these are smaller than the previous generation of cars. And we're on lap 12 now, out of 19, so we have got 8 laps including this one, I think, left of the race. That's just an estimate, because I can't be bothered to do maths. Yeah, Spike is getting close to Hooks Finucci, because on better tyres. He's coming up to the Ford, he'll be hoping to get ahead of them as soon as possible. Carlton Wano coming into the pit lane to get rid of his soft tyres, moving on to a set of mediums, and Spiker just unable to get past Finucci. Now, luckily for Spiker, he's managed to come out the pits ahead of Eduardo, or shall I say Eduardo's managed to come out behind Spiker. And Livery moves on to a set of soft tyres. Colwell in for a third stop, soft tyres. Yeah, Colwell's going to at least be on a 4-stop strategy, which is mental, but yeah, that's just the facts right now. As we just got a little quick preview of the Red Bull Toro Rosso garage right there. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, Levi picking up his pace right now. He's managed to extend his lead, and this is going to be crucial in the race for him. And Max Adelaide starting to struggle to catch, because, like I said, he's losing time. Victor Levi, though, is doing everything he needed to do. He's obviously got that race lead. He's maintained pace. He's then started to pull away just to make things even better for himself. Well, that's less pressure because Max Adelaide's further away. He can't attack from 2 seconds behind. It's not possible at all. Alright, Silla move on to a set of medium tyres. His teammate Livery, I don't even think he's going to be ahead of him. I think Silla's going to be ahead of Livery here. And yep, coming through turn 1. Oh, it's close. But Livery does just get the jump on Ahmed Silla. As Chaos Handley, he's in. Chaos Handley is into the pit lane. And this is definitely a big concern for Toro Rosso and Williams. How are they going to react to this? Are they going to try? Oh wait, virtual safety car. Carlson Wano's out. And Chaos Handley suddenly has been gifted a huge advantage right here. If Levi and Adelaide want to pit, they need to hope for a virtual safety car as well. Because Adelaide getting like pretty much half his pit stop done there under the virtual safety car, that's going to grant him a pretty good time bonus. Nicholas Palomino into the pits. He's getting a whole pit stop done. On the soft tyres he's onto, and he's out of the pits ahead of Nias Crumbly. That is P7 for the Spaniard. And we've got 6 laps to go now. Devento coming into the pits for the 3rd time. Must have been a scheduled stop really, because McLaren must have known that the virtual safety car was going to come to an end there. Yeah, Levi needs to really manage his tyres well, or else he's going to be a big risk here. As heading through in towards Saint Devot turn 1, Levi's managed to capitalise off the restart and the exit to that final corner to pull away from Marcus Adelaide. Vita Raul's currently sitting in 3rd place for Jaguar. Your boy in 4th with very worn tyres. Chaos Adelaide though flying around the Monaco circuit at the moment. Sector 2, it's the fastest one there for Nicholas Palomino. Using battery down this main straight, Adelaide gets close to your boy. Will your boy defend? No, he will not. Chaos Adelaide slipping straight through into 4th place. And the Audi is currently on track for a very good result. He knows if the top 3 pit, he will be in the race lead. So he needs to hope that they'll pit. That's the only hope there really, but it's a strong hope considering what the tyres are like. Nice Company moves on to a fresh set of soft tyres. Levi and Adelaide though, they need to try and stay out to the end, otherwise they're not going to have any chance of winning this race, either of them. As we now move on to lap 16, 4 more laps to go in the Monaco Grand Prix, and Marcus Adelaide is carrying De Benedetto and Livery literally right behind as lap cars. Vita Raus is entering lap 16, but Chaos Adelaide is right there. He set the fastest lap in this race of a 57.987, and that is a concern to the top 3 drivers, as he is constantly pulling in so much time every lap. Your boy's tyres are 10 laps old right now, and he's still on them, which I guess gives a glimmer of hope for Levi and Adelaide. Not really for Vita Raus though, because he's literally got Chaos Adelaide right there. Like, one of the rear view of Al's, and you can see Chaos Adelaide at times. He is constantly closing in that gap with every corner that comes. And there it is. There's no way Alves is going to survive this attack on Adelaide without having to lose the position. Lap 17, we've got 3 laps to go, and the top 2 have stayed out. And maybe there's a bit of a panic for Adelaide actually. Corwell in for the 4th time. I did predict that earlier. There was no way his soft tires were going to get to the end. So Hyperdrive obviously put you onto that 4-stop strategy. I don't know why they're doing that. 8 seconds the gap between Adelaide and Levi. However, he is actively getting held up by Vita Raus. We can tell he would be going a lot faster right now if Owls was not there. Of course, it's not really worth possibly risking your entire race over one position. However, I do believe he really wants to get that place, so your boy on his tyres for 11 laps now. He's really carrying them an incredibly long distance. The tyre percentage is flashing on his car now. And this means his tyres are wearing out fast. As Vita Raus is going to try and get past this lap car of Ahmed Silla, who's just getting in the way here of these guys. As we are now on lap 18, Silla with Chaos Adelaide alongside. There we go. They've both been unleashed. Adelaide has got a good opportunity to get Vita Rouse. He's getting close to the Jaguar, heading up the hill towards Casino Square. The two are side by side. And that is Chaos Adelaide in third place. But I was going to fight back on the inside. Now on the outside, the advantage goes to Adelaide, who fully clears Owls. By the time we reach the next corner, now at the hairpin, Adelaide in third place. Victor Levi, currently though, in the lead of this race. Ever since he took that race lead, he has been unstoppable. He's managed to keep his tyres going for such a long time. Same hard here to Marcus Adelaide. They're about to finish their 11th lap of this hard tyre. By the time they reach the end of the final lap, it's going to be 12 as Ahmed Sellers into the wall. He does survive though, luckily, as the Vendetto trying to get past livery. But he's being cautious about it. He's going to finally find some room, I think, up the hill. As out of the race goes Chris Cornwell. Cornwell's out. It was a bad race for her, and this just really solidifies the fact that it was a bad race. After Chaos Adelaide, the fight for first is over. That free pit stop under the VSC looked like a gifted opportunity here for Adelaide, but Levi and Adelaide managed to hold their tyres on to the end. Your boy, though, he could, understands he will get his tyres to the end of this race, which means he could be on for a 14 lap stint. Well, no matter what you'd be on for that, but yes, incredible. As Levi losing time here on the virtual safety car restart, Adelaide closes in, but I don't think it's gonna matter anymore. Victor Levi lost the win in Azerbaijan, but he still remained strong. And here in Monaco, the Toro Rosso driver is gonna come home to the checkered flag. Victor Levi wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Marcus Adelaide comes home for second place. Yellow flags flying in the final sector. Not sure why. Chaos Adelaide comes home for B3. He'll be furious though, with what could have so easily been his victory wiped straight from him. Vita Rouse finishes in P4. Your boy though, with a season best result and a career best result, P5 for the Frenchman. On an incredible 14 lap stint on the hard tyres. I really did not expect that. Hux Fanucci is going to get P7. It's damage limitations, I guess, but Spiker crucially behind Fanucci in this race. UKB also completes a 14 lap stint. He gets P10 from Ravo and Nias Crumpley. And there we go, Victor Levi, your race winner in Monaco. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Toro Rosso have got a win this season before Red Bull. Marcus Adelaide comes over second place, Chaos Adelaide in third for Audi. I'm just so pleased with this race. You know, it's been one of the more entertaining Monaco Grand Prix that we've had, and yeah, I'm just happy to have you along with us for this one. But yeah, with that, Victor Levi celebrating his first win. He lost that one in Azerbaijan due to his own mistakes. Well, this is Redemption Day. He gets the win in Monaco, and with that, we can now do it once more this season. Let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. So victory on your Wednesday from Marcus Adelaide and Chaos Adelaide. With Vita Rouse finished in fourth from your boy, and Nicholas Palomino from Hux Fanucci, who crucially finished ahead of Spiker in this race. Down Boxarov finished ninth from your Cable and Ravo. That's currently in 12th from Livery Nevada, with Lamfong rounding off the points. Probably finishes a second race season, P16, tying his best this season, back from round 2. Matthew Hart finished P17 from Ahmed Seller, the last finisher of this race. For the time, so Chris Colwell, Carl Silvano, Sebastian Cambo, Dave Serquera, Ultimo, and Castillo. And with that, the Monaco Grand Prix is over. It's been a chaotic one. Tyre strategy is very important. We had some incredible strategies, like mind-blowing ones, and we've had some strategy battles and stuff. And yeah, I hope we get more of this entertaining action in the next race, where we'll see you in round 8 when the Apex F1 series returns.